What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Hammer Dance YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a keyboard that I think has become my favorite keyboard that I've ever used, and it is the Varmilo Flare Star. Have you seen this keyboard? It is amazing. The design, the way that it feels, the build quality of this keyboard is nothing like I've ever used before. I've been using Duckies like my entire life, and this keyboard blows it out of the water by a long shot. So what I lined up for you guys is we're gonna do a really quick unboxing. After the unboxing, I'll do a little bit of a sound test. Just so you know, this keyboard does come in a wireless and a wired version. I got the wired version, and the switch choices you can get: the Sakura EC switches, the IVs, the Daisies, and the Rose. These are all the EC V2 switches. I got the Sakura switches. It's my favorite. To be honest, this keyboard, when you're typing or gaming or just general key presses on this keyboard, feels so buttery smooth and activates so instantaneously that it feels like a different experience going from a Ducky to using this keyboard in any games that I'm playing. So without further ado, guys, let's jump in and do this unboxing. So just to give you guys a little bit of an understanding of what each switch would feel like, I'm going to give you the description straight off of Varmilo's website. So the Sakura EC switches, this is a well-known and loved Sakura switch. It's an EC linear switch with an actuation force of 45 grams. It is a lighter switch than the Cherry MX Red and the Speed Silver. The terminal force on the switch is 55 grams. The IV EC switch is quite different from the rest on this list, with a nice audio feedback that produces a clicky sound when pressed. I know everyone, if you're looking for that clicky sound, this is the switch for you. It has an actuation force of 50 grams, which is quite sturdy for a keyboard, and has a tactile force of 60 grams. The Daisy EC switch is the lightest EC linear switch that is made by Varmilo. It is lighter than the Cherry MX Red and the Speed Silver and has an actuation force of 35 grams and a terminal force of 45 grams. And last but not least, the Rose EC switch. It's another EC linear switch on the Varmilo list, but unlike the Sakura, it's a very heavy switch. It has an actuation force of 55 grams and a terminal force of 75 grams. The switch is very, very heavy. It's a lot heavier than the Cherry MX Red, but it's lighter than the Cherry MX Black. So if you've ever used black switches, they are super heavy switches, and it can be very tiresome when typing for long periods of time. So this might not be the switch for you if you didn't like those. Now let's talk a little bit about the build quality of this keyboard. It is heavy, it is sturdy. The keycaps are recessed a little bit into the design, so it doesn't look like they're floating on top. It has a white LED backlight that you can, change the modes to breathing or lower or brighten the brightness of these lights, but there is no RGB color on this keyboard. So if you're an RGB fanatic, this might not be the keyboard for you, but the white does look really, really nice on this keyboard. The design itself with the little spaceships and the planets and the stars shooting across, and the color scheme of the keycaps, the blue, the white, the yellow, the red. This is by far one of the nicest looking keyboards that I've ever used. I don't know why I would ever switch from this to something else. But just keep in mind, guys, that if you're in the market for a new keyboard, this keyboard does retail at $155 on mechanicalkeyboards.com. That's for the wireless and the wired version, both $155, but I think it's worth every penny. So if you guys end up picking it up, I really would like to know what you think about it, because it's one of my favorite keyboards by far. I don't think I'm going to stop using it anytime soon. And yeah, that's really all I've got to say for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on the keyboard, and I hope I helped you make your decision. So let me know down in the comments below if you did pick one up, or if you're thinking about picking one up. I would really like to know. And do me a favor and hit that like button. It really does help me out. It pushes our video up in the algorithm and gets more people to watch our content. So anyways, guys, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this content, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. Anyways, guys, that's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up, and I'll see you next time.